Alrighty, let's see if this is working. Sometimes it can get a bit out of control. Saying excellent connection. Very new to this streaming services and things like that. So if anyone is out there, give us a yell out. I got no idea, but it doesn't matter if no one is out there. I don't mind at all because it's all about having fun. That's what I'm all about. Hopefully you're all enjoying yourselves, having a bit of a laugh. But if you're out there, fantastic. Welcome. Welcome to another live stream. I'm just out here having fun. As always, the Aussie Arm Wrestler always keeps his third place left arm amateur trophy happening. Let me have a bit of a play around on the computer. It appears that I am live, which is good. Hopefully people are hanging around. It appears that I'm live. If you're hanging around, fantastic. Come and say g'day. Let me know if you're there. If not, I'll just get on with the show because I just love it. I just love it. It's all about a bit of fun. I'm just trying to move some things around. Let's just get chatting. And as more and more people jump in, they can come and say g'day. I don't mind at all. If you are in the comments, let me know. If not, I'll just get started. It always be fun because people can watch this live stream later. I'm not too bothered if 100 people or no people are watching it. It's just so much fun talking arm wrestling, and so much is happening in the arm wrestling world. But today, I'm joined by a very special guest, probably one of my favourite, if not my most favourite guest here on, it could be called a podcast, call it what you like. Guy Allen has jumped on and said, what a day in arm wrestling, welcome. But Zeus, this is my dog Zeus. He is going to jump on there. It's just been ridiculous in arm wrestling. We'll try and get through a lot of topics because, yeah, as mentioned, there is a lot. A lot has gone through. We'll just wait for a few more people to jump on, but that's okay. We'll get talking. You just throw in your questions and everything throughout the live stream. That's not a problem at all. Join in, have some fun. Anyway, I'll just go through. Get through some of the stuff as you can see. G'day Chuck. Welcome. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Whether you're a fan of him or not, everyone knows my relationship with Ryan Bluebone. And of course, he was always going to jump on and sponsor the show. We've developed a pretty good relationship over the 12 months. So as you can see, the pound for pound logo is there. And yeah, he's offered me, well, he wants to just work with me, and that's pretty cool, you know. Been very lucky, everyone out there just wanting to help out and things like that. So yeah, obviously, pound for pound have jumped on. Very lucky for go from there. More stuff, we'll get some stuff. Now that I've been about 12 months into the game, down the bottom there, where are we? Down the bottom, I've joined Patreon. And it is just short and simple. It is just $2 Australian a month. That's all. $2 Australian a month. And that is just purely to support the channel. If you feel that you want to make a financial contribution to the show, that is fantastic. And I'll greatly appreciate it. And it's just $2. $2 a month. That's all it is. $2 Australian as well. So most of you probably have a 6-month subscription worth of coins in your pocket. Bang! Jump on, do what you can from there. But man, have we got a lot to talk about today. How is everyone going that is hanging around? And if you are jumping on later today to come have a chat, that is not a problem. Because I'll talk. I will just talk arm wrestling till the cows come home. So much is happening, and straight away we're going to have a chat. Let me get out of the way. Sorry, Zeus. Got to move now. But Zeus has joined us for a little bit. So let me just move the camera over because I got my little thing there. These two are going at it. I'm going to move the microphone just in case. Sometimes I have problems with the microphone. What is going on with these two? So many questions to ask. One, is it a work? Are we being worked? Are them two brewing something up, whether it's a match or going to do a YouTube collaboration together, something like that? Or is there a genuine dislike? There's a lot of comments going on the Facebook. Devin, I was going to say Darren. Devin loves it. He loves fucking stirring the pot. Just knows how to push the right people's buttons, and Engen has just gone bang, and he is replying and replying again, and any chance he can get a bit of a stab at Devon, it will happen. He's, straight arm low, top roll against the King's move. Let me know where you stand. If you're in the live chat now, let me know where you stand, but if you jump on a bit later on, just let me know how you go. Let me know how you go. Are you a fan of the King's move straight away? Yes or no? For me, if it's in the rules, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. That's just the way it goes. It's there. It's happening. It's in the rules. So apparently Zeus isn't a fan. I think he's more on the Engen side. Is this dividing the arm wrestling world? Are there people? Because Engen is even having a crack at Devon's fans as well. Because people will stick up for the King's move or stick up for Devon himself. So yeah, let me know there. And also the second thing I want to know is this a work? Is it a work? Or is it genuine dislike? Either way, it is very entertaining. And if them two pull at a later stage, that is fine. Let me know how you go. I reckon it is genuine. I reckon Engen's just had enough. I reckon he's getting to that age now and probably wants to come back and just start smashing these new up-and-comers because he's a multi-time world champion in multiple weight divisions and can just break people's arms. No worries. So that's what I think. I think this is a genuine dislike. Devon's just in it for the fun. He just loves winding people up and he's getting a reaction from one of the world's best. So why wouldn't you just go on with it? That's just the way it is. Hey, Warren has jumped on. Good to see you, Warren. Doing some work with the other 98% podcast. Good to see you in here, mate. Chuck says, as long as it's done within the rules, I don't see a problem with the King's move. That's it for me. If the King's move was so bad, look, in any sport, it's ugly. If you're a basketball fan, flopping looks ugly. Mr. Downwater, great to see that you are in. It's awesome. Now the comments start distracting me. So if you've just joined in, Pound for Pound are sponsoring the show, which is fantastic. I've signed up to Patreon, just $2 Australian a month, and it's just purely to reinvest into the channel. That's all it is. It's not about making a profit or anything like that. It is just purely, to reinvest into the channel because I absolutely love doing all this. Now, where was I? If it's in the rules, then it's fine. In basketball, we have flopping, and that's just shit. It looks terrible. We'd like to get rid of it, but they haven't got rid of it. They're trying to implement moves to punish people for flopping. And I guess there is moves for people that are spending too long in a King's move if their body's in the wrong spot. So I don't care. If it's in the rules... Rhett. Of course. Yes. Beautiful. Morning, Rhett. So, Mr. Downwater is Rhett. We were actually training together on Wednesday night. Very good puller. I'm about to call one of his matches on the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation channel. They had a good super match at training the other night. So, shout out to Rhett. Shout out to everyone that has joined in. So, it's 10 a.m. or 10 past 10 a.m. in Australia. So most of the Australian people will probably be at work and things like that. It's Friday morning and it's Thursday afternoon everywhere else in the world. So thank you everyone for jumping on. So what's happening? Is this a work? I need to know, everyone. I need to know. I think Engen just hates it. Some of his comments, where's my phone? Some of his comments are they're just mind-blowing. But I can't go through and read them all. So what do we all think? It's madness, absolute madness. Who would win in a match? I think at this stage, I think Devon would win. Because as you saw on the internet, Devon has called out Michael Todd again. And Michael Todd has responded by calling him skinny and things like that. And it's all in a bit of fun. But if you have seen the way Michael Todd is looking and training now... Thank you, Theo Frost. Thank you very much for jumping in. Really appreciate you jumping on. Going back, Devon. Now it's Devon and Michael Todd. Devin wants the match. Of course he wants the match. He wants to be the heavyweight champ. But the way Michael Todd is looking now, I think as we see so much of Michael Todd on his YouTube and things like that, he just looks ridiculously strong and is probably the strongest heavyweight, well, the strongest arm wrestler in the world. I genuinely think he is stronger and he beats Levan. But he doesn't have this. He doesn't. The elusive third place 80 to 95 kilo left arm amateur placeholder. The most sought after arm wrestling trophy in the world. Bang. But he's got a super heavyweight hammer and he's doing it. So then my next question to ask everyone, if the match happened now with Michael Todd and Devin, I was always on Devin, but because we don't see him train as much, look, it's very hard to count out Devin, but I think I'm fence sitting at the moment. I was all about Devin, and then I'm leaning towards Monster Michael Todd, so I am sat on the fence. Chuck Bardo, mate, get in line. If you want a shot at this, get in line. I have got the Monster Michael Todd. I've got Todd Hutchings, who RVJ wants to have a crack at this. It is just unbelievable. This is the golden prize in the arm wrestling world. Show me a better trophy or a better hammer or a better award that someone else wants. You can't. I would sit here and wait, but it'd be the most boring live stream ever. Because you wouldn't be able to show me one. That's just the way it is. But, yeah, let me know. Right, first of all, three questions in the comments. Let me know. Is this real beef between Devin and Engen? More towards Engen. I think yes. Are these two wanting to pull a match? Very hard, America and Turkey, but Devin being Devin, he can get in any country in the world. The guy's fantastic. Who would win in a match? I'd go Devin at the moment. And then Devin has then gone and challenged Michael Todd. So obviously Devin still feels he's the best in the world. So then my third question is who wins a match out of the Monster Michael Todd and Devin? What do I think? Zeus, where'd you go? Can you... no, you can't see him. Zeus is a huge fan. He barks around. I think Zeus is a Devin fan. So if that's the case, I'll lean over to Monster Michael Todd and he will get the win. Welcome, Uncle John. If you haven't already, go and get him to 3,000 subscribers. Uncle John's doing fantastic. And mate, congratulations on your 3-0 left-hand super match. Go and check it out on him or Mazel Jador's YouTube. With Uncle John, mate, you look like a... I am not sure, Uncle John, if I like Uncle John the competitor. You scared me. You come out of nowhere and we get along like a house on fire and you're doing fantastic things with Cobra and Arm TV and everything like that. And then all of a sudden you're screaming and shouting when you're pinning this guy with the left arm. I was a bit like, oh, lucky I've always said good things about you. But it was hilarious to watch. It was good to see a different side of you and you get a bit aggressive. Rhett, at the moment, we can't super chat because I haven't hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm on 930 subscribers, which is very close. But you can sign up to my Patreon. $2 Australian a month, and that is just purely because you want to support the show. That's all it is, $2 a month. I'm giving it a go. I don't really understand Patreon, but if anyone feels that they want to subscribe, it's $2 Australian. So for everyone else in the world, that's probably the change you have in the pocket and get you a 6-month subscription. What have we got here? Oh, beautiful. Jimmy G, Jimmy Walnuts, welcome. The Church of Arm Wrestling podcast. Doing great things on the editing scale. He's based in Philly, so he's able to get around and get to a lot of tournaments which is fantastic. Jimmy and I talk frequently, so big fan of what he's doing. So there's all of these awesome channels. Uncle John, Mazel Jador, what have we got? Church of Arm Wrestling podcast. Just go and, I mean, it doesn't cost anything to just hit that subscribe button. Why I always speak frequently with them, because they're consistent. They're consistent. And before I go back to the Devon, let's go back here. If I have one little gripe, if I'm going to go on a little rant about the YouTube world, I love that so many new channels are starting. I've got no problem. So many new channels. Two things. If you are doing it for views and subs, disconnect your channel. If you are doing all these things for views and subs, disconnect your channel. As you can see, people that know me closely, I will talk if no one's here. And in fact, I'm lucky that I even pressed the stream button, because I probably would have sat here and spoke by myself. Number two, if you are telling everyone to subscribe to your channel and you have less than 10 videos, nah, it's not happening. Unless I know you personally and I want to help, that's not a problem. But you need, for me personally, you need a reason for people to subscribe. Now, that's why I haven't asked really for anything, because in my first 12 months, I'm just having a crack. I want to show the world that I am the most unique and entertaining way to watch arm wrestling. I'm a bit old-fashioned. Give people value for what they want. And if it even is a click of subscribe, that's why I'm saying Uncle John. He's always consistent. He's on YouTube maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Church of Arm Wrestling podcast is consistent, but puts in the time and effort with his videos. We just all do it for the love. Chuck has said, I think matches like Devon and Mike takes years off their career. But it can also give them lots and lots of money. We need to see these matches. There's no point seeing Michael Todd pin people that we already know he's going to pin. How exciting was it when Devon ambushed him at the training? We all got little teeny stiffies and things like that. So, thank you, David Marr, for hitting the subscribe button. Really appreciate it, mate. Really appreciate the support. It's unbelievable. For those that don't know in the YouTube world, why we're always saying, can we get to 1,000? Because when you get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, it just opens up a whole new world. But let's get back to arm wrestling. I've gone on a few rants. Everyone has spoken about the Devon and Engen, Devon and Michael Todd. I'm going to move on. And I'm going on a little rant. Little rant. We're going over to the RVJ, Ryan Bowen. Right. I got no problem with people trolling and saying, some fun, negative things on the internet. I've got no problem with that at all. One thing that I am over is people saying Ryan hasn't earned this match. Now, why that bothers me, because we had 12 months of no arm wrestling. And, most people sat on their thumbs and didn't do anything. Ryan wanted to challenge the champ and went out and got it. So for me, the people that say he didn't earn it, what I would assume is you would sit at a bar and look at a beautiful lady and not do anything because you're like, I don't think. Where people like this will go over and chat to the woman, because two things will happen. They'll get a date or they don't. That's how I got my wife. I'm not waiting for anything. So for Jamie Sheldon's just distracted me. So going back to the red, I will address you, Jamie Sheldon, in a minute. Thank you for coming on. A huge fan of you, and I need to ask you a question while you're hanging around. So going back to Ryan, if you're just, sitting at a bar or sitting anywhere and waiting for things to happen, it is not going to happen. Go and challenge people. Two things will happen. They will say yes or they will say no. RVJ, if you've seen on his channel, is a well thought out person and an adult. Ryan has just got out and gone, let's make a match happen. And it is hopefully going to happen when they announce it. But I'm just saying, guys, if you're saying he hasn't earned it, I kind of get why you're saying where yes and no. But yeah, stop saying that. He's earned it. He's earned it in an initiative type type place. So, Jamie Sheldon, can we super chat at 1,000 subs? Yes, that's when you can super chat. YouTube takes about 30% and things like that. But if you feel like you want to super chat, just head over to patreon.com, $2 a month. And then go hit up a lot of NatFit products. Jamie Sheldon, a proper arm wrestler, just professional arm wrestler, just a good dude. Go back to the archives and check out my interview with Jamie Sheldon. Quite a fun guy. We have a lot more in common than what I thought. We're both pretty big nerds and board games and things like that. Go support NatFit. It looks like some pretty good products. If you are in the North America side of things, go and do it. We'd love to get NatFit in Australia, but shipping is what's killing all of us. But he's working something out to make it a bit cheaper. Rhett has a question. Hey Jake, I have a question. What's your thoughts on Over the Top 2 tournament? Coming up with 10,000 K prize and the chance that we see people getting sauced to the gills coming from a lifetime natty. Well, very good question. Let's go down. We'll skip a few. I was going to talk about Over the Top because it's exciting. It is so exciting. It's so exciting. So for those who don't know, in the Gold Coast up the top, near the top of Australia, we are recreating Over the Top. We're going to build the same tables. We're going to build the same setting. We're looking to have it in a casino. And we are offering $10,000 to the right arm overall winner. We're going to have different weight divisions and prizes and things like that. Aussie Arm Wrestler is putting his name in the hat to host the event. And hopefully we get people from all over the world. Now, steroids are getting sauced to the gills, as you've mentioned, Rhett. It just happens. That's just the way our sport is at the moment. It becomes two things. Do we want to go mainstream and hit the Olympics? Then we've got to get off the sauce. We've got to. And let's just squash all the rumours. I'm all natural. I'm not even flexing here because I don't want to rip my shirt, which message me, buy an Aussie Arm Wrestler shirt, hat or singlet. But I don't want to rip it because I don't want to. I'm all natural. Do I care that people are taking performance enhancing in the sport? At the moment, not really. Because if I do pin them, and I have pinned in the past, whether it be at training or comps, I feel better. I feel stronger. It just depends where we want to go. If we're moving towards mainstream more, because we've been on ESPN and things like that, so they don't mind watching it. I just think, look how big WWF got, and they're all on it. So, yeah, it's a really interesting question when it comes to people getting sauced to the gills. At the moment, I don't mind, but it just depends where we want to take the sport for generations to come. Health-wise, no, not a big fan. Jamie Sheldon, you just let me know, what your thoughts are on it. I'd love to actually do a live stream with you and have a bit of a chat about this. But the tournament itself is going to be amazing. Bang! Oh, wow. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere, Jimmy G, you have to dress up. You have to dress up as if you are in the movie. So I will most likely dress, two people, I'll dress as John Grizzly, or I will dress as the host from the event, and I will try and get the exact same microphone when I'm hosting the event. So that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. You need to be dressing up. I'm going to go and order a blaster shirt just to wear throughout the thing. I'll be doing a bit of live streaming and things like that on the event, but it's in November. Start saving your money. If you're a content creator, come over. Let's hang out. I'm dying to meet a lot of you in person. I've spoken to a lot of you on the phone, live stream, things like that. But I just want to sit on a round table with you all and have a beer and a laugh and talk arm wrestling. But that's just the way it is. This is one of the most exciting things that's going to happen in the world of arm wrestling. Obviously COVID dependent and all that garbage. Some stupid flu is stopping people, and it's stopping the Aussie Arm Wrestler coming over. But this This comp is going to be unreal. It's going to be amazing. I already have a bag that is packed, locked, loaded, ready to go. That's just the way it is. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Next thing I want to have a bit of a chat on. Next thing I want to have a chat. I'm going to move over to ArmTV and Gary Roberts. Now, from what I've heard, I haven't heard. I'll get to your question in a minute, John Bailey. Haven't heard too much what's going on, but Gary's going to have some sort of boxing match with Barry Bourne. I know some of you guys are friends with Barry Bourne and things like that. I don't know. I'm a bit over it. I don't mind Barry Bourne being in the arm wrestling world, but I think we just need to move away from this garbage. I'm not a fan of it. Like, just arm wrestle the guy, pin him, and then we can move on. I'm a bit over it. I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy. Could just be all persona. I don't care. I'm not interested in it. I'm interested in ArmTV. I'm interested in Gary Roberts and things like that. But I'm not interested in another boxing match. The first one was an absolute fuck-off fizzer. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Didn't like it. Did not like it. But, yeah. I enjoyed the live stream of it. I enjoyed the live stream of the actual match itself. No, let's just arm wrestle, guys. Go over there for your boxing exhibitions and things like that. You know, have exhibition matches. Arm wrestle each other. I hope they arm wrestle. Let me know if I'm wrong. I haven't read too much into it, but little murmurs and things like that. And I missed the last live call-in show on Arm Wrestling TV. John Bailey, how many guys in the left-hand novice class that you came in third? This one. Do you think we're on the juice? Maybe, not. I'm just trying to think of all the competitors. Maybe one in that one because it's amateur and in Melbourne and things like that. I'm just trying to think because I was in a lighter class. I'm just trying to go through them all. I think we had about nine or 10 in the class. I'd have to go back. If I were guessing, maybe 1, 2. But yeah. But I could be wrong. It's all. Sometimes it's a bit of a guessing game. But I would go 1. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to see any more amateur boxing fights. Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy was tried out of respect for Travis and Gary to make it entertaining for the viewers. Yeah, I didn't mind you guys trying it. Absolutely. But it was a shit show. So don't do it again. That's in the bin. Let's try something else. Maybe have them arm wrestle. I'll put that in your hands, Jimmy G. Get them to arm wrestle. Timmy G, geez, is that Tim Graham or Tim Gadsby? You guys need to change. Work out 2 phenomenal pullers in Australia. Let me know in the comments. Good luck at the gym, Chuck. Thanks for popping in and going there. So yeah, just briefly going on this, I am not a fan at all of this this new boxing match. Terrible. It's yuck. It kind of feels like when you vomit and then re-eat the vomit. That's what I think this is. I think this whole thing. I am going to go out on a limb and say, in all respect, it's a flash in the pan, Barry Bourne. Flash in the pan. I've had enough time talking about it. I've had enough time. But what I want to get a lot of people's opinion on. Yeah, Tim Gadsby. That is fantastic. So, Tim Gadsby in the comments. Australian national champion and just a dead set good dude. Weighing like 72 kilos or something, but is an absolute monster. Will rip through blokes. Tim is a fantastic person. Passionate guy. Yeah. Terrible. No, Tim's not terrible. So I read Rhett's comment. Was answering the Rhett. Yeah, get a bit distracted with the comments. Dustin. Hey, from Winnipeg. Beautiful. Nice to see you. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, guys. Really appreciate everyone. I know how busy everyone is and with the amount of arm wrestling content that's coming on. I appreciate you all coming on, jumping on, and checking out the Aussie Arm Wrestler. As you can see, I'm sponsored by Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling. And also, I've got a Patreon. Sign up for $2 a month. Australian, just to watch the show. Hello from Southwest Florida. Beautiful. Hello, Winston. Welcome, my man. Welcome and ready, bang! Welcome. Joining the discussions we've been going through. Go back and have a watch and jump in the comments before. Yeah, so what I want to chat about, Derek Smith went to Dubai. Now, Gary Roberts did that 24-hour, 25, 26-hour live stream to raise funds to get Derek over there. What I want to have a chat about is when Derek went over, Gasparini went over, Vitali went over, Levan was still there, Michael Todd just spent months there. Did it hurt the whole thing with Derek? Did it hurt Derek? Like, you know, Derek went over there to teach Larry and, of course, build up his own YouTube channel. Derek Smith, if you're around, let me know. Let me know if you think everyone else being over there and promoting their channels and building their content hurt your content. I think it did. I think too many people went there at once, and I think it's hurt Derek Smith. I was very excited to help and support Derek Smith. I donated a bit of money to that as well. And I think with everyone, I think it was great for Derek personally as a puller to pull all those people. But with everyone else starting YouTube channels, Gennady and things like that, Gasparini, I think it hurt Derek's YouTube persona. Now, Derek, I'm sure it doesn't faze him so much. He appears to be a very chilled out guy, fantastic guy. Yeah, a fantastic guy. But I think that has hurt him. Winston's just started arm wrestling a year ago and he's 24. Welcome to the sport. I started at 33 and have already had a year off. I had personal things to take care of. But doesn't matter what age you start, so long as you have the right people. And where I train in Melbourne at the House of Pain, I've definitely got the right people there. Rochelle Stanley, welcome. Where are you from, Rochelle? Banging show. Thank you. And because you said bang, very excited that you said that. Absolutely. Yeah, Rhett, I'm with you. Derek's a fantastic guy, but I just think that everyone else went to Dubai when he was going. Zeus, what's wrong? Dog's hiding underneath me. Probably because of all the screaming I'm doing. Yeah, I think it's hurt him. I think it's a bit of bad luck for him. I'm worried that he didn't get as much that he wanted. You know, his Q&As were great every night. Probably didn't spend enough time there. Probably didn't spend enough time. It was just shit luck. It was just terrible luck, I reckon. It was great for him to pull everyone. Hermes just looks swollen. Just looks absolutely massive. So I hope when Derek's in Turkey, I think he gets, hopefully he gets a lot more out of it. Go check out Derek M. Smith on YouTube as well. Atlanta GA. Thank you, Rochelle, for that. All the way from the Atlantic. Go Hawks. Go the Falcons. I don't support those two teams, but that's just what you do when you live in Atlanta. Yeah, so that was really disappointing. I found it really disappointing. I hope Derek felt that. Of course, it was a worthwhile trip to meet Larry Wheels, but when is enough? I think I'm at the stage now where I need to see Larry in competitions. Now I know he lives in Dubai, but start running tournaments over there. Start having proper competitions. Yeah, there's some Adam Silver over there at StrengthNet. He'll end up watching this a bit later. Go get Larry into some competitions now! And the rest of the world, go get competitions everywhere as well. I'm going to start sorting them out here in Melbourne, Australia. We need to start having some sort of competitions. Now, speaking of competitions, I'll need to find it. But we had, and I'll go back to it all. We had a bit of bad luck at a competition up north in Queensland. Rhett, if you're still in the comments, can you put the GoFundMe link down the bottom or chuck it in the comments. We just had a puller. Really good dude. Turned up for his first super match and had an arm break. Not only had an arm break, but it went up the arm. It was everyone's worst fear and things like that. It just went up. It just went up the arm. Yeah, it was horrible. The poor guy. His first match. It's everyone's big fear when you go in there. If you got a couple of bucks, yeah, throw it in there. Where all of us in Australia donate. But don't feel bad if you don't donate. That's okay, guys. I'm just putting it out there. I probably should have organised the picture, but I was a bit too late with it all. Yeah, his name's John. He's from Queensland. Young family, out of work for 4 to 6 weeks, but he broke the humerus and smashed it right out there. Roger Leonard, welcome. He's doing some pretty good things. Loves doing pull-ups at work outside on his little bench, but he just loves taking matches, so I enjoy watching Roger because he likes to pull anyone and everyone, which is good. It was a humerus break, Rhett. I'll tell you the exact break if I can quickly find it. The exact break was... oh, wow, the picture is there. I don't know if you can really see it, but he's got, I think, a steel plate behind it. Poor guy broke it lengthways up the humerus. 14 screws from top to bottom. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, so that's just a bit of bad luck, but yeah, if you can go donate, that is fantastic. What else is happening in the arm wrestling world? A lot of talk. A lot of talk is happening. We spoke earlier. I just want to see the big guys talk. Start again. I just want to see the big guys pull. I just want to see everyone pull. There's some tournaments happening here and there and some super match events, which is getting very exciting that we can watch. Whether it's overseas, you know, they had an underground event, I believe, in New York, which was some very good footage in that one. I mean, we saw the Paul Lynn ruler of the table, which was great. Just some sort of competition. But I want to start seeing some big super matches. I think I'm probably more of a fan of super matches. I like, you know, people can either come for a behind or readjust after a shaky start. What about everyone in the comments? Do you prefer super matches or tournaments? I mean, I just prefer arm wrestling at the moment. That's what I want. I just want to see some arm wrestling. Zeus is underneath me here as I give him a quick pat. He prefers to see some arm wrestling. It's getting pretty hard that we're watching it all the time. Yeah, Roger prefers tournaments, which is good. He's a big dude. What are you weighing in, Roger, at the moment? I'm at 199, which is like 90.6 kilos, although I did have a couple of beers and some pizza last night, so I'm probably just that little bit heavier. So, yeah, I'm looking to lose weight to help out my body. But what else? What else is there? Like, I was excited. Uncle John had a super match, which is cool. Organised matches with just you and your friends. Who cares if you win and lose? You are doing great for the arm wrestling community by just having matches. I will jump on and get pinned by anyone. I don't care. But I'm going to try and start organising some tournaments or round robins or just something so we've got more footage. Oh, Roger, you're a big boy. 242. Yeah, so... hopefully, obviously Michael Todd only wants the Levan match. He only wants the Levan match. But how long? Because he's 48. He looks fantastic for 48. But how long do you go for? Without his mate, he's doing great things on YouTube and he's getting a good income. He's got the Monster Factory and things like that. But some big matches. How long do you wait, Michael? How long do you wait until you just take the Devon match? Because the whole PAL saga. Oh, PAL! Asking Michael Todd to apologise? Get out of town! That's ridiculous. Ask the super heavyweight champion to apologise and then run through 3 or 4 people. Michael Todd, if you're watching, you do not have to apologise to anyone. You're the champ. You're the super heavyweight. You're the super heavyweight champion of the world. Rochelle prefers super matches. Rochelle, when was your last super match? Let me know. Here you go, guys. Just start punching everything in the comments. Let me know how you go, guys. Also want to tell you about something very exciting before I go back to what's happening in the arm wrestling world. I have partnered up with the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation. I'm going to be doing some videos over there about 4 times a month. I'm going to try and spin out, whether it's a commentary video, a live stream about Australian arm wrestling. I've built a great partnership with them. So we'll go from there. It's going to be fantastic. It's about 4 videos a month. Check out the last live stream I did where I went all over Australia via Zoom and just spoke about it. We have some absolute characters in the world of Australian arm wrestling. Tim Gatsby and Rhett Downard, who are in the comments, are just 2 of them. I'll get them both on the next live stream. I've got a live stream with the AAF, hopefully on Sunday night. I'm going to talk about the women of arm wrestling here in Australia. So make sure, so that'll be Sunday night, Australian Melbourne time at 5 p.m. So I'll be going live over there, commenting a lot of Australian matches and just doing some fun things over there. So make sure you go subscribe to the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation as well. Make sure you just subscribe to mine as well. Let's go from there. Let me check some of the comments that are coming in. John Bailey, I can't find people weak enough to put me in challenge matches. John, find people that are stronger than you. Find people that are stronger than you. You will learn a lot more losing than pinning weaker people. I get pinned all the time, but you will learn a lot more, especially if you have really good people. And I've mentioned Rhett and Tim in the comments, and they're 2 people that love getting on the table with me. They are far much stronger than me, but then they'll allow me to try and hit some of my strong points, and they're just going to hold me before they take me down to the pad. I think you will learn a lot more if you challenge. I think the ready goes, you'll learn a lot more. Of course, your confidence will skyrocket, Johnny boy. It'll skyrocket when you get some bins, big fella, but I think you'll learn a lot more if you just take any match. Just take any match. Where are you from anyway, John? Let's see if we can get you some sort of super match around your level from your area. Roger says, Russians are always putting us down. I don't care. As long as they know who I am, then that's even better. If they know who I am, fantastic. They can put me down all they like. If they're putting me down, I must be doing something right. It must be the catchphrase, ready bang, or it must be the fact that I can just talk without taking a breath because we're going on 40 minutes or something like that. Where are we up to? Yeah. Let's keep going through the comments. Never Nothing. Are you working for Ryan Bowen? No, I'm not working for Ryan Bowen. Ryan Bowen is sponsoring the Aussie Arm Wrestler. It's something we've spoke about since I first met him a while ago now. We've developed a very good relationship. Spent a weekend with him for a tournament. He had a super match December last year. So he was the very first guest on the podcast, which I'm very grateful for. And he was one of the first bigger names in the sport that was all in about supporting the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Now, you don't have to be a big name for me to be grateful, as everyone in the comments now, I am so grateful for everyone. And everyone knows, if you speak to me in person, speak to me in messages, I try and reply to everything. Everyone knows how grateful I am. But no, I'm not working for Ryan. He's sponsoring the show. So, we chuck his logo there. We've got an agreement, but we've just always had a great partnership for the last 12 months. So we're helping each other out. And he believes that I am a wise investment, which I think I'm a wise investment as well, because this is so much fun. This is so much fun just sitting here talking arm wrestling, and I'm meeting people from all over the world in the comments that share this passion for this weird and unique sport that we love called arm wrestling. Oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. And then when you win the most important trophy in arm wrestling today, it's such a highlight. But my highlight is actually meeting all you guys. But no, thank you, Never Nothing, for joining on. Rhett, when are we going to see Aussie Arm Wrestler teal up with no other than Neil pick up to commentate future WAL events? Make it happen. Right. Let's straighten this camera up a bit, because I've got no more pictures, so I'll straighten up the camera. This is serious. Look in the barrel of the camera, ladies and gentlemen. The whole point of the Aussie Arm Wrestler and what I do, what my goal was from day one was exactly that comment. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Aussie Arm Wrestler's dream. I'm not dreaming about winning a super heavyweight hammer or a middleweight hammer. I'm not dreaming of pinning people all the time or even winning a national championship here in Australia. I enjoy training, enjoying competing. But the number one goal is to sit next to Neil Pickup and call WAL events. Now, I've been lucky enough to speak to Steve Kaplan about something similar, but obviously with WAL and border restrictions and things like that. So I'm gunning for it. I've never hidden about it. That's exactly what I want to do. And I need your help. I need the public's help. If you believe that that's where I should be, going ready, bang! While Neil Pickup goes deep inside on a WAL event, just bombard WAL and say you've got to hire the Aussie Arm Wrestler. Because I am in their radar. I have changed my style a little bit so I can suit the WAL program. Also, as soon as the borders open up, I will fly over and meet with Steve Kaplan. Now, he hasn't asked me to fly over. He said he'd love to have a beer with me, and when he has more information on WAL or more things set on concrete, he's going to come on the podcast and have a chat. But I'm not hiding anything. I love what I do. I love this. So if that doesn't come about, that's not a problem for me, but that is my goal. I love the WAL. I love the entertainment value of it. I love the matches. I love the way it's presented. I love the way Neil Pickup commentates. I feel like I could have a wicked banter tennis match with him. But that's, as you can see, as I get that little bit serious, because Rhett, that is exactly why I've done it. Everyone can message Neil Pickup. Everyone can message WAL. I'm very lucky that Neil's appreciative of what I do. And hopefully when we work out some time frames together, we'll work together on the podcast. I've spoken to Neil on a podcast through ARM TV, so I'm very appreciative of it. I feel like we flow, but that is the absolute goal. The absolute goal. Yeah, Roger. So thank you for that question, Rhett. Roger, 100%. I cannot wait for the borders to open up. I need to get over. And that's why I've started a Patreon. $2 Australian a month. And that is just purely to support the show. If enough people get on, I can just fly around the world and continue to bring you ready bangs everywhere. Zeus, don't get scared. He gets a bit scared of the catchphrase. And the catchphrase is taking off. That's all it is. It's not about making profit or things like that. I'm not interested in making a profit. I have a full-time job that I love. I just love doing this. If this became my full-time job, of course, but that's why. What else have we got? John Bailey, everyone on. Maybe if that's everyone, get on and support and hit up WAL and Neil Pickup. 100%. Fantastic. Everyone go bombard them and tell them Aussie Arm Wrestler is the man to get on there. Roger Bailey will take that match with Roger Bailey Leonard. RBL will take that with John Bailey. The Arm Wrestling opinion. Will you be commentating for the RVJ versus Bowen match? Very good question. Very good question. What they need to do is sort out a time and a place. COVID dependent, I will make my way there. Whether I commentate or not, I will do whatever it takes to be there. I think that's basically, yeah. I will do whatever it takes to be there. I have a great relationship with RVJ. I've been very open in my relationship with Blue. So I will be there. If I can get my hands on the microphone, you better believe it, I'll be commentating. But I will be there. I don't care if I have to pay the entry, wherever it is, pay for my own flights. I don't care. I will be there. So thank you for that. The arm wrestling world is starting to take over by pound for pound. Yeah, well, I believe that's what Ryan's goal is, to be like the Nike. So Nike sponsor LeBron James and, all 6 or 7 different basketballs. They don't just sponsor the one arm wrestler. And Ryan believes that investing in arm wrestling channels, which he has been doing, is more better than just paying Google ads. So he sees it as an investment. That's what he wants. He has sponsored athletes. He sponsors content. That's just the way it is. John Bailey in the USA, in Delaware, but have been doing really rehabilitation on an injury. Let me know what your injury is, John. Never nothing. Where you get motivation to keep going after winning the best trophy ever? Where do I get the motivation? Because you guys give me the motivation. When one person likes a video or one person comments, I lose it. Like, even this morning, I jumped on Instagram and this guy tagged 6 people in. He took a photo of a forearm post. He tagged 6 people: Devon, Michael Todd, Levan, Gennady, someone else, and me. That alone is just mind-blowing. The fact that when you're tagging people and you tag Devon, Michael Todd, Gennady, Levan, and I think it was Vitali was the 5th one, and the Aussie arm wrestler. Obviously, when it comes to competing, I'm not in that. But it's you guys. It's you guys that have chosen at this point in time to jump in the comments and watch what I am doing. You're basically watching a guy lose his shit by himself in his kitchen while his dog runs around, his wife's at work. It is you guys that keep me going. Yes, if no one watches, I don't mind. But when someone does, wow. Bang! Oh, I love it. And I love it when people tag me in things, and people, when they film doing my catchphrase on their videos on the other side of the world. It is absolutely mind-blowing. That's where the motivation comes from, my man. What have we got? Just going through all the comments. Josh is a good guy. Okay, they're all talking about something. Beautiful. It's all going. Oh, beautiful. Armchair arm wrestlers. Good to see you jumping on. Rhett, did you have a new Patreon, brother? Thank you, Red. Just as you can see just below here, it's just $2 a month just to support the channel and $2 Australian. So, guys, I want to go back and just quickly talk. The Australian Arm Wrestling Federation I'm going to be working with them, collaborating with them. Western Survivor are sending me some product to try out their beef jerky. You know, the guys that sponsor the Fix and things like that. So much is happening in the arm wrestling world without the arm wrestling. Some of it's really good and some of it's really bad. Some entertaining stuff. I actually watched the whole Ryan Bowen Devon chess match. It's just funny how Devon can just take one thing and everyone jumps on board. How many of you are playing chess because of Devon? I've certainly thought about it, but I haven't got enough time to jump on and do that. Although I would love to. But yeah, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So many good things are happening in the world of arm wrestling, which is fantastic. I'm so excited that it's all happening. What I want to happen in Australia is more tournaments, more matches, more everything. We're trying every week at the House of Pain, the Silverbacks in Melbourne, Australia. Shout out to you guys. You know, we at least have one super match with someone every week, so it's interesting to watch people come to train. But I'm going to start taking a bit of charge and just, organising an event. And I don't care if only 2 pullers come up. They're going to have matches and I'll make it entertaining, which is good. Then we've had the last 2 weekends have been fantastic in Australia. Matt Connolly and the SA Titans over there had a fantastic event, the Real Cup. It was sponsored by a fantastic man. They had cash prizes. And then up at the Powerhouse Gold Coast Arm Wrestling Club, Abe Fatale, Gabe up there. Unfortunately, with the arm break, no good. But they had a fantastic super match series up there. Blues Channel's got some footage, and I think the Powerhouse Channel have got some footage also.
I want to see some big matches in Australia. I want to see so many people just get involved and just have matches and matches and matches. And who cares if you lose? Worldwide, look, I just want to see anyone pull. I just want to see anyone pull some big matches. Of course, I want your usual Michael Todd and Levan. Of course, we want the RVJ Blue Bowl match to happen. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Dave Chafee rematch Devon. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. I understand people feel that there's a pecking order. I want to see Paul Lynn pull Justin Bishop. If Justin Bishop stays in a thick middleweight. Justin Bishop's pretty competitive in the lightweight. I want to see him as a thick middleweight. The middleweight that turned up and pulled RVJ, I want to see Justin Bishop versus Paul Lynn. I also want to see Giannis Amelins versus Sam Harris. So if I was booking, I might even do another video if I were booking WAL today. Some of these matches are similar when I fantasy booked about 12 months ago. Some of these matches are very, very similar. I want to see Dan Mosier pull super heavyweights because he's absolutely blitzing his division. That hot, spicy son of a gun. I want to see Dan Mosier pull people. What are some matches? That you guys that want to see while I go through the comments? Armchair Arm Wrestlers. When am I coming over to Canada? Man, first of all, I've already been once. Spent a week in Toronto. I would love to come to Canada. What's stopping me is this whole coronavirus thing. You've got to go get tested, and then you've got to go quarantine when you're over there and quarantine when you go back. I can't afford to have a month off sitting in a hotel. One, I'll miss my wife and dog too much. That's the main thing. The money side, not as much. But to miss a month off work just to quarantine, then I've got to spend time in Canada, and I don't really just want to spend a week. I want to spend ages and absolutely smash it. So, yeah. Also, Armchair, what weight class are you in? Mate, have you seen a video? Is this guy for real? Are you for real? 80 to 95 kilos. 80. So, no, at the moment, I've been cutting down. So, at the start of... So, I have so many problems with my body. I can't straighten my left arm. My right hip needs to be replaced. It has arthritis in it. My left hip has arthritis. Needs a bit of work done. I need surgery on my left knee. I can't... my feet are just gone. Have chronic tendonitis in my Achilles. So I'm not cutting weight. I'm just losing weight to make less stress on my body. So I started at 98 kilos. I got as heavy as 98 kilos. I'm sitting between 90 and 92 kilos, which I said before is between 199 and 204 pounds or something like that. Trying to get lower. I don't think I'll go under 80 kilos, but I just want to sit around a healthy 85 kilos. So that's where I go. The arm wrestling opinion. How tall are you? I am the tallest 5'10.5" bloke you'll ever meet. Couldn't even get 6 foot. Got to wear bigger shoes so I can hit 6 foot. And as a basketball fan and a shooting guard, that was very, very frustrating. Moses Vasquez, sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Ryan, chess skills were very suspicious. He tries to blame that he was up at 4 a.m. doing it. I don't know if he stayed up or woke up. But yeah, he was garbage at chess. He just, fell into a trap, got smashed. But that's okay. That's just chess. I just like to work out and compete and practice. I don't compete very often. Johnny, that's the whole point. Compete. That is the whole point of arm wrestling. I hate practice. I love it, but I hate it. I grew up playing basketball and Aussie rules football, and we competed every week. And that's what I'm used to. So to then move into a sport where you can only really compete maybe 4 times a year if you're lucky here in Australia, it frustrates the hell out of me. Armchair, what have we got here? Some matches. Dan Mosier versus Matt Mask. Absolutely. Sounds good on paper. Huge height difference. But Dan Mosier is just doing phenomenal things at the moment. Ryan versus Marcio. Huge weight difference. I think Marcio takes that one. They were great on Marcio's channel. I think Marcio's just too heavy, too strong. Never nothing. My 10-year-old niece just found out how to play chess. Is that supposed to say got bigger? Oh, Elo rating than Ryan. Is Elo rating a chess thing? I'm not sure how the chess thing works. But that's cool if your 10-year-old niece is a chess gun. I'm a terrible chess player. I might sign up. If everyone's on there, I might sign up. Yes, I always have that trophy with me. I don't understand why Michael Todd doesn't carry his hammer or Sam Harris doesn't carry his hammer everywhere. I've always got this trophy with me. Mostly because everything I do is in my house. So, of course, I'm going to grab the trophy. Brad Lawns. Oh, yeah, I don't mind if people are trolling me. You're hilarious. Armchair arm wrestlers. I love it when people jump on and have a laugh. Don't worry about that. My whole stigma is about having a laugh. They're all coming thick and fast. Rhett at Collingwood, 6 footer, mate. Go away. Don't like Collingwood. I'm a Hawks man. Brad Lawns. Welcome, Brad. You always share a lot of arm wrestling stuff. Really appreciate it. Brad, BPC 157. Not sure what that means. Is that an event coming up? Is that what weight category you're in? Not too sure. John Bailey, you got an amateur trophy once. Good. Good. Rochelle, Tony Katowski versus Justin Bishop. Great match. Great match. Tony Katowski was too heavy to pull Sam, so he would be in a middleweight thing if he doesn't cut. He looks comfortable more as a middleweight. Very good matchup. I'm going to get Tony on the show. I've had Justin on the show. I want to get Justin on the show again. Justin Bishop wins that match. Not too confident, but Justin Bishop wins that match. Oh, you meant Ryan Espy and Marcio Barbosa? Of course, because that is happening left hand. That will be a great match. I haven't seen too much of Marcio left-handed, but Ryan Espy loves being left-handed and he's very strong on the left hand. So I'll need to watch a bit more of Marcio left hand to give my thing, because if you're doing it now, Ryan probably wins that one. Arm Wrestling Media. Ready bang! What's up, brother, from Texas? How are you, my man? Hope you are going fantastic. Just loving doing this live stream. I appreciate everyone that's going on. I'll quickly run through some things that are coming in. Texas in the house. Espy versus Devon left. I think Devon wins that one. What have we got? Have I watched Derek's stream today? No, I haven't. No, I got up. Today I got up, had breakfast with my wife before she went to work. I went to the gym and went for a run, and then it was time, because it's only 11:04 a.m. here. So, got a couple of things to do, but I will get a six-pack ready, and I love on a Friday afternoon to watch a lot of the arm wrestling channels and see what's going on, because they're all highly entertaining. What have we got here? Do you think Devon is favourite for over the top two? Not the clear favourite, no. Top three, yes. I think if Michael Todd comes over, it's a different story. I think if the way Mike is looking, Michael, he hates being called Mike, the way he's looking now, and I'm probably being influenced because we're seeing a lot more of him. Devon's doing a lot more entertaining stuff, but he's doing chess and showing us what he eats and recovering from that horrible injury. Hope you're feeling well, Devon. Yeah, Michael's just looking unbelievable. So if Michael comes over, he would almost, like if you go to the betting odds, he would probably have to be, because he hasn't, he's got that foot injury at the moment. So yeah, it'll be interesting, but he's definitely top one, top two, top three. Get over to the over the top. Save some money, come to Australia for a holiday. Hats off to you. Went to Worlds back in the day, and Australia had one competitor. Had a killer beard. I wonder if that was Ben Carroll. Rick Kamana never had a beard. Dina, first of all, welcome. Let me know where you're from. Also, what year was that? What year was that, and where were you? I reckon you might be talking... No, because more than one person went to Worlds then. Let me know what year it was. I think you could be talking about Andrew Manfrey. Now, Andrew Manfrey's someone, he's a lightweight puller in Australia, and he's someone I'm dying to see on the table. But he's doing so much stuff in the comedy world. He sometimes doesn't have enough time to compete, but he's an absolute monster and just a great guy. I want to see him compete. I wonder who it can be. What have we got? Armchair. What's your opinion on Ryan Espy's new league, the UWAL? I don't think I know what's happened. 7-round super match on location on format. Where can I watch that? Is that on Ryan's channel so I can check it out and then give my opinion? With so many channels and contents, I try and watch everything, but I just can't at the moment. What have we got here? Did my Monster Michael Todd tear his Achilles, or I'm not too sure. I think so. He did something trying to do a PR. I really got to double check. And Rebecca's just as entertaining. I can't remember. Travis Walsh, bang! Where's the beers? They're here. I'm going to have one before I finish up because I just got too excited that the live stream was happening and I forgot to have my beer. That was like... I can't believe if you watched my interview with RVJ, I forgot to get him to do the ready bang catchphrase. I was so shattered about that. But cheers to everyone out there. Travis Walsh, let me know where you're from. Yeah, I'm with you, Red. Okay, so Dina says 2009 in Italy. Jeez, that was 11. Oh! Sam Safuri. I reckon you are talking about Sam Safuri, Dina. That's who I reckon you are. I reckon that's who it is. Sam Safuri. That's who I reckon you are talking about. If it's, what's that, 12 years ago? I'll try and follow up with Presidential Phil, but I reckon that's, cheers everyone, I reckon that's who you're talking about. Monster Beard, just a powerhouse dude. Not sure if Ben Carroll, oh, that's beautiful. And that's just a local Byron Bay, if you ever get there. Yeah, that's who I reckon. Oh, Wagga Wagga! I ran through Wagga Wagga, Trav. Fun story. I ran home from the Gold Coast all the way past Melbourne, but that's for another story. Yeah, so that's who I reckon. Dina was at Worlds back in 2000. How did you go at Worlds, Dina? Let me know. How did you go? I'm trying to get a lot more female pullers on the show. I'm speaking with Angie Rose at the moment. Of course, I'm trying to get in touch with Sarah Backman. I had Marlon and Fia on the show. Go back into the archives from there, jumping there, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying all the arm wrestling, guys. We've been going for a while. All right. As soon as I finish my beer, I will end this live stream, guys. First of all, everyone, let me know where you are from. Let me know if you've got an upcoming match. Let me know something that I should watch. Obviously, Derek Smith's live stream and this UWAL, I need to go check out. Let me know what's happening in your world. Not the big people's world. I want to know what's happening in Trav Walsh's world, Dina Hayes' world, Armchair Wrestlers, Never Nothing. I already know what's happening in Roger's world. Roger's always very, very active in the social media world, which is fantastic. Sends me some clips and which is good. Also, just if you've come in late, I am sponsored by Pound for Pound, as you can see, and I'm also starting a Patreon. Mr. Downwardo, Rhett Downard, a training buddy of mine, just a fantastic guy. He signed up to the Patreon. It's just $2 Australian a month, and it's just to support the channel. Never Nothing from the Ukraine. Travis Walsh, Larry Wheels' latest. So, Trav, I spoke about it earlier, and I'll just quickly touch on it. I want to see Larry compete. I think when Derek went over there, Arm TV did so much for him. I think it kind of tarnished Derek a little bit to build his, he wanted to get over there and teach Larry, but build his channel. I hope it didn't hurt him too much, but I think it has. I just want Larry to start competing now. Brad Lawns, Melbourne, Florida. I live in Melbourne, Victoria. Melbourne buddies, I'll drink to that, absolutely. Dina, 2 fourths, a 6 and a 7th, no podium, can't remember which was Open or Masters. Who cares? You've competed at Worlds and got 4th. Dina, at one stage, you were 4th best in the world. You were never third left arm 89.5 kilo, but let's talk about you. That is fantastic. Calgary, Alberta. I always have a soft spot for Calgary, Alberta because I always hear that with Brett, the Hitman Hart, a wrestling fan. Guys, as we finish up, I'll just quickly go over what is happening in the world of the Aussie arm wrestler. First of all, let me know if there's anything else you want me to do. We all know I do my commentary videos. My number one goal is to commentate in the WAL next to Neil Pickup. That is the ultimate goal, and I hope you guys can help me by bombarding him. That is the ultimate goal, and I'll pay for myself to go over there. But if you feel you want to support the channel, I've got the Patreon there. Hopefully, I'll get to 1,000 subscribers soon. What's happening in the world of the Aussie arm wrestler? I'm just talking to a lot of people, just trying to work out times to get them on the podcast. I love doing the podcast and I love doing the commentaries. I also love doing the life fails commentaries. I love watching when people fall over and eat shit. It is hilarious. I find it hilarious and have so much fun commentating it, whether it's gym fails, people falling over, and things like that. Absolutely do it. So I'll be doing more of those, doing some shorts. But is there anything else that you feel the Aussie arm wrestler should be doing on the channel? Live streams, podcasts, and commentaries. Is there different types of commentaries you're after? Just let me know now. Get in the comments and let me know. Who else we got? Kieran, if I've said that properly, from New Zealand, thank you for supporting. I'm glad you like the content, and I will do my best. As long as you guys are enjoying it, I will always get the Aussie Arm Wrestler firing into your YouTube channels. No, Vitar, at the table, give me that trophy. Get in line, young fella, or young lady. I don't know if you're a man or a woman. Get in line. Most sought after, and you know what? Let's just drink out of the trophy. Which WWE star would make the best arm wrestler? None of them. They're all rubbish. I love the WWE, but go back onto my Instagram and I have commentated some of their arm wrestling matches. They are that bad that John Cena and Mark Henry pulled with the table sideways. They had the peg here, lengthways. Don't know where they had that. I think it was a circular pad, which they were lucky. But go back and have a look. I commentated. And they had the table the wrong way. The table's, facing that way, and they're pulling that way. Instead of holding to the peg on the side. Which one would make a good one? None of them. No idea. I've heard that WAL is dead. WAL's not dead. Not dead. A lot of logistics and things like that. You got to understand, WAL with TV and sponsorship, not many people are, this is my opinion, not many people are really eager during a social distance area to have two people holding hands so close. Yes, we have our underground tournaments and everything going our way, but I know Fox Sports and ESPN aren't too keen on that. So that's where because Steve Kaplan is on TV. Should WAL run events and do it on their YouTube channel? Absolutely. I'm not sure if that'll hurt their sponsorships though. But not many fitness companies and sponsorship companies are keen on two people holding hands being half a meter apart. That's what's really hurting the WAL at the moment. Arm Wrestling Mania, ready, bang. I'll be in Waxahachie for Gary Warrett's. Oh, the weirdo camera guy. That'll be wicked, yes. Can't wait to see that at the end of the month. The Weirdo Camera Guy Arm Wrestling Tournament. That'll be fantastic. My man 217 misses out because he's too good at being a camera guy. 217's fantastic. Brad Cook, huge fan of what you do, which is good. If you go over, go check out 217. What have we got here? It does need to happen. Neil and I at WA should have OnlyFans. It does. It needs to happen. I believe it needs to happen. I want it to happen. Neil's fantastic. I just love everything about his commentary and feel that I can blend with him. You know, I'm happy to be the play-by-play while he does the colour. But if he wants to change and be the play-by-play because he's the world champ and I throw in the one-liners and the ready bangs, just the thought of it gets me excited. And I am that sad. I've actually had dreams about it. That's how excited I am about the potential. And thanks to you guys, it could happen. Run a tournament. Yeah, I want to run a tournament. What about Monster Michael Todd on Joe Rogan? If you can get on the Joe Rogan show, absolutely. I think Joe Rogan's gone downhill. Bit of a sellout. Not too much of a fan of him anymore. But yeah, I'm 50-50 on Joe Rogan at the moment. I hate being a fence sitter. Of course, I'd love to go on and have a bit of banter with Joe Rogan. But yeah, it's just gone a different way to the way I like it. But if Monster Michael Todd or Devon or anyone can get on there, it's only going to help the sport of arm wrestling. Adam, that one guy, the worst thing I've ever seen, that I've ever seen in life or in arm wrestling. Let me know and I'll go back to that question. Schwame 2. What's up with Jules Renton Koch? Does he compete? Sometimes. He trains at my training facility at the House of Pain. Very unorthodox puller, very unorthodox guy. When he gets his mind right, he's actually a very strong puller, especially on the right. He thinks he can compete with the best, which nothing wrong with that. He is very good. Gets you in very unorthodox, awkward positions, and he can win from very unorthodox positions. Just need to see more of him competing. Very different, unique guy, and I don't mind it. But that's where Jules is at. UFC makes fights and two people hugging each other. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. So I'm not too sure what's happening. I don't think the WAL's dead. Maybe they want a lot more international pullers and they just can't get them over or afford to have them quarantined for 4 weeks, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. That could be another reason, but you make a very good point. Never nothing. Yeah, the arm wrestling opinion. I'm the same as you. Once he left and went to Spotify, I haven't listened to him. I haven't listened to him. It's I'm not bothered. Plus, there's so much arm wrestling content that's coming out. There's so much more interesting arm wrestling content that's coming out. I'm too busy watching all the good stuff that I'm interested in. What beer am I drinking? Byron Bay Brewery. Just a local one from New South Wales. A beautiful area. But that's it, guys. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up there. I have gone for way too long. We're hitting an hour and 17 minutes. Everyone, thank you. You legends. Thank you legends. Once again, sponsored by Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling. I've done a partnership with the Australian Arm Wrestling Federation. I'll be doing some content over there as well. And also, where is it? Patreon. It's just $2 Australian a month, and that is purely just to support the channel. If you sign up, fantastic. If you don't, that's okay. I will still be banging out videos because I just absolutely love it. Guys, you guys are amazing. I love you all so much. So much good things happening in the future of the Aussie Arm Wrestling, and watch out when the borders open up. And going from there, the only one thing I can say to finish up is ready, back!